welcome to the Paper Snob. This is Tara. Today I am working on 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life, Series 12. Today is day 19 and our sketch was created by Hannah Panter. She is Mrs. Crafty Mama over on Instagram. I will make sure I have her link below so that you can go to her Instagram account and leave her some love. This is a really fun sketch. It is a single photo sketch. It has journaling. It kind of lets you decide where you would like to put your title. Has what could be mixed media inking, and it does have some small embellishment clusters. It also has some papers that are stacked up. I'm losing my words. And I'm going to be using this photo of a very yummy looking cup of coffee that I made in 2015 before I discovered that I was allergic to dairy and soy and gluten. And I'm going to use this sweater weather kit by Hip Kit. It's got a nice little title right there, some hearts, and it has wooden buttons in the bag as well. I have not decided which papers I'm going to use, but this bag has most of this kit. I also pulled in a sheet of white cardstock from Basil. And it has these clear stickers to mimic the mixed media. And I thought I would go ahead and try to use those. This is an older kit. Goodness, what year is this kit? 2021. So I think it's an October 2021 kit. And as you can see, I have quite a bit of it left. It's got some really cute papers, really pretty papers. I've used some of them. So if there aren't two of them as I fan them out a little bit, it's because I've used that already. But we can go, there's the back side of that one. I've used the back side of that one already. Apparently I used the back side of this one as well. There's two of these. I cannot get my fingers. It's got a nice lovely pink background trees on the front. I know that I used this one. And it's got a lovely background as well. I think I made a double page layout using this one. There's these two pieces. Backside is a nice mustard dot print. And then this one looks like I've used one of those. Yes, probably. It's already got mixed media done for you on the backside. And this is one of those triangle pieces that I hunted and hunted for recently and could not find. That's kind of annoying, but here it is. So, and there's a whole bunch of embellishments left over in this kit as well. I've got wood veneer. I've got ephemera. I've got stickers. Here's the rest of the buttons that I had in the kit. Here's a piece of scrap. More ephemera. And the cute little diamonds that I have been kind of hoarding because I want to do something special with them. I just don't know what that special is just yet. And an alpha. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this video. I'm going to try to make some paper choices and go ahead and cut some down so that I can have those layers of pattern papers behind my white cardstock, and then I'll come back, speed you up, and we'll get started. So I did go ahead and gut one of the pieces of pattern paper, and as you can see, I didn't make it centered. Apparently I just can't math this week, as my kids would say. It doesn't matter because I'm covering up that hole anyway, but I was kind of annoyed that I didn't get it out of there evenly. I am going to adhere this white cardstock, and when I first go to adhere it, I realized that it is not the size that I want, and so I have to cut off some of it, even with my adhesive already on it, before placing it down on that background. So I do finally get it trim to the width I'd like it to end up being, and I get it adhered to that background, because remember that the sketch is off kilter, and I was trying to mimic that as much as possible. I don't think mine is as off kiltered as the sketch, but that's okay. I am going to go ahead and map my photo with this yellow cardstock. Since I know what size my photo is, I'm only going to trim one side first, and then I'm going to adhere the photo onto it and then trim it the rest of the way to make sure that I have a fairly even border on that photo. I apologize for the glare for my ring light. I am working on a solution for that. It's only an issue when I have packaging or something glossy in front of me like this photo. I don't typically print my photos in glossy, and this photo actually came from a groove book that I got back in 2015. I no longer get groove books, and I believe that they have gone out of business, but the picture quality on them started really deteriorating, and so I quit buying them. And then, if I recall correctly, I got an email stating that they weren't making them anymore. So I'm using these stickers as mixed media. It's already pre-done ink splotches. I'm trying to get them in the various locations on the layout where they are on the sketch. I don't get them all because my background paper underneath the white is a little dark for them, so I only put a few on there. So let me get this photo adhered down before I lose where I had put it and completely mess up my background. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add that title that I mentioned at the beginning of the video. I really like this title. Love this kit too, but these little chipboard phrases and icons are so pretty and just makes putting a layout together really easy. It's one of my favorite things about HipKit. I have decided I was going to go ahead and add some of the buttons too. The sketch doesn't really have large clusters, and so I'm trying not to get out of hand with my clusters, but I do think I end up putting more embellishment than the sketch originally had, but I guess I'm okay with that. So as I'm looking at my layout right now, and I'm putting some of the additional pieces from this button pack on here, I still feel like it's missing something. Yes, it's missing journaling, but that's just not enough. So I'm going to open up the ephemera packs, and I'm going to dig around in this one, the one that has all of the floral bits and pieces in it. I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to start adding some ephemera. I start with this little fall wreath that was in that ephemera pack. I think it works perfectly because this is a fall photo. The photo was taken in November, and now I'm just going to start adding bits and pieces from the rest. I found these cute little mushroom pieces, and no, this is not mushroom coffee, and no, I don't like mushroom coffee. Yes, I have tried mushroom coffee. It's disgusting. So, just a little bit of fun fact for you. Anyway, I'm going to add the mushrooms, and I'm going to add some of the little flowers, and then I'm going to add another little set of ephemera up there in that top cluster. And then I'm going to kind of call it done, maybe. I keep adding little flowers and little bits and pieces. I'm moving the heart that I'd put on there around so that I can fit everything on there without it looking too busy or too cluttered. I don't want to go from bare to absolutely cluttered either. So I'm still playing with the different pieces of ephemera. I'm just not happy with that top embellishment cluster, so I'm going to dig through these floral and leaf pieces again to see if I can't find something that I do like up there. First, I try to audition that leaf, and didn't like that because it's going to be too low onto my photo. And then I pick up another leaf, and it's the same thing, but then I pick up this little cluster of fall flowers, and I'm like, I like that, just like that. And so I'm going to stop here and I'm going to get everything glued down. So once I got everything glued down, I still was looking at this layout and I'm like, I'm still not happy with it. There's just too much white space for my taste. I don't think splatters are going to be enough, so I get out my Stormy Sky Distress Oxide, and this is one of my absolute favorite stencils. It's from TCW, and as you can see, it is very well loved. It is stained with stays on and paint and other things that just will no longer come off. And so I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to make sure I get some of these little dots in various places all over that white space, and then I'm happy with it. So my little foam piece came off of the vellum, or off of the Velcro, and I was a little bit annoyed. So I finished doing this little bit by hand with the foam piece and still can't figure out why that happened. The only thing I can think of is I accidentally ordered an off-brand and they sucked. So it must be one of those that I'm using. So now I'm going to add some enamel dots because I would like to mark off the enamel dot box on my bingo. And I technically have 3 bingos if I wasn't going for a blackout. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. I really appreciate those of you who take the time to like, comment, and subscribe. Please, if you have any questions about my layout, drop them below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. You have a great day. Bye.